The little mouse looked desperate because his home was burned down. Then a little girl appeared and carried him to safety. He was accompanied by 4 small turtles. The freed turtles fled into the sewers. Only the mouse looked back. Look at the girl in front of you with gratitude. But not long after the girl left, the mice were mutated. Therefore, I am longing for the outside world. This made the mouse father very worried because in the eyes of human beings, they are terrible monsters. One day Father Mouse picked up a book when he was sweeping the floor. It turned out to be a secret book of martial arts. Then Father Mouse practiced for 2.5 years, finally learned the most extraordinary martial arts so the turtles can protect themselves. The mouse father passed the martial arts to them. A few small turtles are also very vigorous. Brother Turtle's knife skills are excellent. Brother Turtle's cudgels sweep everywhere. Brother Turtle's dagger is as fast as lightning. Brother Turtle's nunchucks also. And then they became the messengers of justice, fighting crime under the city's night sky. Do chivalrous deeds. There was a mob in the subway station. They took a large number of hostages. Girl wants to film the crime, but by the side of the female leader found. Right when he pulled a gun on the girl, the lights all around suddenly went out. Then a train roared past. The next thing you know, Turtle F4, they punched the shit out of the criminals. Eventually all the rioters were brought to justice. The turtles left in silence. Hidden work and reputation. Those who had been saved began to run for their lives. Only the girl, he chased the turtles in the direction they had left. Soon he noticed movement from the roof. Driven by curiosity, he climbed up the stairs just in time to see the turtles discussing what they just did. The girl wanted to take a picture and post it on her moments, but I left the flash on. The next he was hit by a chain. Look at the big feet in front of you. The girl was so nervous that she could not breathe. Luckily, the turtles didn't hurt him. Just asked him to delete it. Then Brother Turtle suddenly appeared from behind. I wanted to talk to a pretty girl. He took off his mask as a gesture of friendship. She was instantly dazzled by his handsome face. When I opened my eyes again, the photos on the phone had been wiped clean. Brother Turtle told the girl to keep a secret. Then the elder brothers quickly evacuated the scene. Then the elder brothers quickly evacuated the scene. They went back to the sewers. All the way up the wall is very handsome. Just before we reached the door, the elder brothers jumped magnificently at the same time and it got stuck. But they stopped laughing when they got home. First, look carefully at the situation. Then he walked in hand and foot. You look like a kid sneaking out to play for fear of being discovered by the parents. I wonder if you had that experience as a kid. Unexpectedly, a light went up behind him. The original mouse father had been guarding the plant to wait for the turtle. Father Mouse is very angry. First he beat up the fat guys. And then you can ask them where they've been, but the sons are too sticky to say anything. Brother Uguay says, I will die before I give in. Who knows the mouse father directly out of the secret weapon. It's a Pizza King with 99 cheese flavors. Face the temptation of good food. Brother Uguay turned in an instant. I told you what happened, including being photographed by a girl, but the mouse father heard the news, but his face was worried. Give the sons of turtles an order at once. Find the girl, bring her here.
Find the girl! Bring her here!
He wants to investigate these mutant turtles if it had anything to do with the father, but nothing came of it that night. Turtle 4 little looking for the door. They arrested the girl and took him back to the sewers, but when the girl saw the mouse father, she recognized him. This can be to the side of the 4 brothers. Stunned. It's been a long time. You always did have your father's eyes. The father mouse had already recognized the girl. He will tell her a secret that has been kept secret for years ago. He and the 4 turtle brothers, it's all part of a genetic company experiment. The girl's father developed a genetic potion. This potion can make living things infinitely more powerful. Not only that, this magic potion can also devour all kinds of toxins. So the head of the genetics company trying to infect the city with the virus, then he pulls out the antidote and acts as the savior. The girl's father found out about the plot and immediate fire destroyed the experimental data, although the plan was successfully blocked and he died in the fire, and the girl was in the lab that day. He was the one who saved the rat and 4 tortoise brothers and set them free. After hearing the secret, the 4 brothers finally found out. It turned out that the girl was their savior, but just then the base sirens went off. Then a large group of armed men invaded. They also rigged the walls with explosives, saw a big hole blown out of the base. The mouse father was completely angry. Ran straight at the enemy with a superb martial arts. The intruders were easily dealt with. But just then a warrior in steel armor broke in. The father mouse looked very serious at once. See, the knight in armor leaped forward. Chuba quickly picked up a sharp blade. Beside him the samurai, on the other hand, just waved 1,000 sharp knives. The next battle of seconds begins. See, the mouse father is strong in martial arts. Samurai don't even know how to use their martial arts to attack. Good thing mouse dad has max status, successfully avoided all attacks. Never expected these knives actually retract themselves. While the warrior recovers his sword, the mouse father toss him to the ground with his tail, but just as father mouse delivered the coup de grace, the sword in his hand is stuck by the warrior's steel claw. He was knocked out by a samurai punch. The mouse father is very old now. The power is not what it used to be. He was soon captured alive by the samurai. 3 brothers came to the rescue. The samurai threatened the mouse father with his life. The 3 brothers had no choice but to lay down their weapons. One side of the minions hurriedly launched a surprise attack and he stunned them, and then the bad guys took the 3 brothers. Soon after, an arm rose from the rubble. A figure crawled out of it. It's the turtle that went missing. It turned out that he had just been shot with an anesthetic. He ran his head against the wall to stop the enemy. I was buried alive myself. By the time he gets home, the father mouse was found mortally wounded and dying, and the brothers are long gone. Just settled the mouse father. A tracker nearby started to ring. The tortoise brother knew it was a signal left by his brothers. He picked up his brothers' weapons and did not avenge them. Sorry, Daddy Mouse. To get to the rescue as quickly as possible, the girl called a colleague for help. The 3 men sped off to the enemy's stronghold. His 3 brothers were now in glass boxes. The hands were firmly tied, and the mastermind is the boss. He's been creating a super gas for years. Just inhale a little bit, your skin burns constantly. He was eventually burned alive, and the reason he caught the 3 brothers, it's the genetic agent in their blood is the antidote. He's got hundreds of tons of gas now stored on high buildings in the city center. All this gas has to do is release it. Could infect an entire city in a day. All we have to do is sell the antidote to the mayor. He could be a billionaire. Then the alarm suddenly sounded. Get out when you see something wrong. The next thing you know, Brother Turtle is running into the lab. He was trying to save his brothers, but I don't know where the glass was made. Why can't you break it open? Then the alarm suddenly sounded. Get out when you see something wrong. The next thing you know, Brother Turtle is running into the lab. He was trying to save his brothers, but I don't know where the glass was made. Why can't you break it open? Got kicked in the air and spun around 3.5 times. Soon the turtle brother was knocked unconscious. Fortunately, the girl came in time after he injected 3 brothers with epinephrine. It's full of blood in an instant. Not only did I break free, not even solid glass can stop it. At the moment, a few people seem to have been shaken up. I feel like I have a lot of power. Suddenly remembered the turtle brother is still lying on the ground. The 3 brothers rushed to the rescue. After saving the turtle from being knocked down, they hurried out of the house. But the boss had already left in a helicopter. Then the enemy came again in large numbers. Good thing they have bulletproof shells, and it can bounce off the bullets. The enemy was soon destroyed by them. Then they sped off in a truck, but soon there were more pursuers. To get rid of these annoying pursuers, Brother Tortoise is on his way. He glided in front of the car. He used his own trick, flying stick successfully got the car to pole vault. See this scene, turtle brother happy laugh out haha sound. Then he did some Chinese kung fu with brother turtle. Seeing how hard it was back there, the girl can't help but want to post a moment. The male colleague not only did not stop, I told him to take his time taking pictures. I was distracted, hit the snow bank ahead. The truck spun out of control. The cliff is not 100 meters away. At a critical juncture, brother turtle saves them just in time. But now it's going 180 kilometers an hour. There was no time to brake. All three fell straight off the cliff. Boy up April and that other guy, they were so young. Fortunately, brother turtle inserted his knife into the stone. That was a close call. The tortoise three elder brother came to save them at the same time. They have arrived at the building. The knight in armor reached the attic standby to release all the gas. Good thing the turtles don't cut through the sewers even as far as the building. They are threatening to break through head on, and then the next moment the air was suddenly quiet. I got a quick response, otherwise it would be Bray's turtle, so they took the elevator. Brother turtle played a beat to lighten the mood.
MC Mikey, MC
They went to the top floor. I saw the samurai preparing to release the gas. The four brothers immediately switched battle patterns. It was supposed to be Armageddon. 3 kills in the first round. Big brother turtle armed with 2 knives to attack. The results or seconds to kill. First the samurai kicked his ass. He was thrown out of the building again. Then the other brothers were killed one by one. The samurai flipped the switch. The gas will be released automatically in 5 minutes. All 4 brothers were now hanging from the iron frame. They worked together and cooperated with each other. Finally made it back to the roof, but they were no match for the samurai. Soon they were all on the ground again. Less than 2 minutes to see the gas release. Brother turtle remembered the games they used to play when they were children. After many years they do the 4 turtle qigong again. Luo Han ascends the sky ladder. To the ground.
Cowabunga.
Other side, the girl also took the male colleague to successfully deal with the boss. There are only 35 seconds left on the clock. Code savvy turtle brother just tried to shut it down, but the warrior climbed up again. Then get some guys to fire off the knives. The other 3 brothers hurried behind them. Resist crazy knife attacks. Brother turtle also lived up to expectations, successfully shut down the program 1 second before the gas leaked. Who knows, at this time the warrior changes the target. He started attacking the tower like crazy. The tower was about to collapse. They hurried to support themselves with their flesh. The tower is in peril at the moment. There's a warrior out there looking for him. When the warrior beat up brother turtle, the girl came in time. He lured the samurai away with a genetic potion. The tower was overwhelmed and began to collapse. The samurai hurried forward to seize the tight, and they both fell hung from the tower that collapsed. The warrior shoots his sword again. The girl was frightened out of her grip. Fortunately, the four brothers struck just in time. Form a turtle ladder down the tower. The samurai nearby tried to attack, but by the turtle brother a stick rebound still stuck in his body. Brother tortoise saw the opportunity to mend the knife. Then there was a big swing in the air. The girl's kick finished the samurai for good. Several people were just about to climb up. As a result, the tower came cracking again. If nothing else, something should happen here. Sure enough, the tower began to fall rapidly. Dear God, for real this time the most unsociable turtle brother speaks his mind.
I'm sorry I was so hard on you. Every time I pushed you, I threatened you, I yelled at you, I pushed you beyond your limits because I believe in you. I believe in each one of you. I believe in your spirit and in your intelligence and your potential. And every time I talked about walking away, it was because I was scared. I just didn't think I was good enough to stand next to you and call you brothers and say to you, I love you. I love you guys so much.
Are you crying?
No, Dinko. It's just a little dusty out here.
Who would have thought to have landed safely in the middle of a sentence? Finally they managed to hide in the sewer before the police arrived. The four brothers also returned to Father Mouse. After the war they will cherish the affection between brothers more. In the days that followed they still look like unsung heroes silently guarding the city.